It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Broncos and the Lions, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Ready to get it started here, Riley Patterson. And we are underway from Ford Field. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might have considered that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 12 carries, 59 yards.
I have to say, partner, their coaches didn't do a very good job of hiding their thoughts this week when they spoke with us, did they? They told us exactly this. We've been good on the ground, but sitting 8th in the league, we know we can kick it up a notch and push for the top 5. So there's no doubt in my mind, we'll see them try to establish that ground game early and try and pick up an early lead.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Now come up now, 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case,
pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. Ali McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. Anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ballgame, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The kick by Marr is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Lions ready to take over on offense for the first time here, and they've got a rookie at the helm, the third-round pick from Tennessee, Charles, Hendon Hooker.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Hooker now on second down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Here's Hooker to throw it. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. Wilson. And his pass incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it's going to be second down. You talk about this Lions defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL. They get pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Aleem McNeil. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. It's third and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Looking to throw. Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Rolling to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. This is 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air. And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Hooker throwing again on 2nd down. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now as he's on to punt for Detroit. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's to the rookie, Marvin Mims. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Called out a very strong gain of 24. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately, They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure on the passer.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Screen play set up for Williams. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Maher is good, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Hooker's going to throw it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. All play action. Here's Hooker. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room, maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they're on the losing end of things here. What do they need to do if they're going to turn things around, CD?
Partner, it's awfully close to being a must drive here, I think, for them, because I think a touchdown here in this opening drive is something they absolutely have to have. They only managed 3 points in the first half. They know that's not going to get it done. So without adding pressure to them, they already know the stakes. They need a touchdown here to get things started.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing, Hooker. Got his man, it's Williams. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Smith to return it. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up the running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start, and it ends up falling incomplete.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Hooker. He'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery.
Now a stoppage here for an injured player, and it's David Montgomery who is struggling a bit. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. Hooker now off play action.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hooker. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They go play action. Here's Hooker.
Wright's got it. No gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
3rd down. Hooker looks to throw it.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Alex Singleton
Drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. This 2nd and 4. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And Judy's going to have a Broncos first down as he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That stop made by Jack Campbell. 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got a man open, it's Sutton. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Oh, he had to force it there on fourth down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Hooker to throw.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding. Offense.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Broncos, the win form is number 6 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.